To the panel of examiner, the session managers, to my fellow presenters, good morning. So I am Lordy Vitanhay. I am a faculty of the College of Criminal Justice Education at the University of Nueva Cáceres, Naga City, Philippines. So our school is situated in the southern part of Luzon, so that is in Bicol region, and it is strategically located just at the heart of Naga City, which is the pilgrim city of Camarines. So our school is a private non-sectarian school founded by Dr. Jaime Hernandez, the one that was in the statue. It was founded in 1948. This is formerly a family-owned corporation managed by Sison and Hernandez, but now this is under the management of the I People Incorporated, the joint venture of Ayala and Yuchenko corporations, so which is an investment educational company or institution of the Ayala. So my field of study is law enforcement and criminology, and I am particularly interested in doing criminological research. So some of my studies were about the alcohol-related crimes and also the level of implementation of Philippine Disaster Risk Reduction Management. So at this time, I am going to present to you the research about the level of implementation of the double barrel or OPlan double barrel program in Camarines Sur, basis in formulating a holistic rehabilitation program for the drug surrenders. I think everybody's aware about the PNP OPlan double barrel program. So because this is one of the priority project of the Duterte administration, which is to clear the Philippines with the drugs. So before I start, I want to make it clear to everybody that I am not an addict. I am not a drug addict, but I am seriously addicted to studying about the life of the surrenders. So because the main concept actually of the OPlan Tokhang is life preservation against the ill effect in the physical, psychological, medical, and social being of a person. So the OPlan double barrel is a drug clearing strategy of the Philippine National Police. This was promulgated by virtue of Memorandum Circular number 16/2016. So the OPlan was carried out in two approaches, namely the OPlan Tokhang and the OPlan High Value Target. These approaches are all conducted in the affected barangays nationwide. So this was implemented by the local government units, the Philippine National Police, and also the other stakeholders, the non-governmental organizations, media, and others. As to the background of my study, so the OPlan Tokhang is a Visayan composite term of tok-tok and hangyo, that means knock and negotiate. So this Tokhang is a practical and realistic means of accelerating the drive against illegal drugs in the affected barangays. So this concept involves the conduct of the house-to-house visits to persuade the illegal drug personalities to stop their illegal activities. So the study was conducted to determine the status of the OPlan double barrel program in Camarines Sur and provide the community with a fair and valid information on its effectiveness, on the effectiveness of this novel and unstudied concept in reducing the illegal drugs. So since that, many community sectors have said or observed that the program is not effective in attaining its objectives because of its serious violations to the process of the program implementations. It was also noted that there are many surrenderies who return to illegal drug use. So with this, With this study, development of a holistic or strategy to improve the program implementation can be forwarded, such as the development of the holistic rehabilitation program for the drug surrenderies. The objectives of the study are, first is to evaluate the level of implementation of the PNP OPlan in the province of Camarines along with the Pretocan, or this is about the identification and preparations of the drugs watch list, and also the coordination phase, which was happened in the Pretocan operations. And also the Tokang operation, this is now the actual house visit and negotiation, and also the start of the rehabilitation of the surrenderies. And the third is the post-Tokang operation phase, which is now the assessment and evaluation of those who undergo rehabilitation program. So the second objective of my study is about the identification of the seriousness of the problem that was encountered in implementing the OPlan. And the third one is determine the effectiveness of the intervention strategies towards the rehabilitation of the drug surrenderies. Moreover, I also determine the significant difference in the responses of the four groups of respondents. So I made use of the four groups of respondents, such as the Philippine National Police, the Provincial Anti-Drug Abuse Council, the drug surrenderies, and the community. That is to triangulate the result of the study. As to the framework of my research, this study used the logic model to determine the effectiveness of the OPlan in ending up the drug problem and the community. This logic map presents the interconnected variables to explain the operational flow of how to improve the program to obtain the drug-free community, being the outcome of the study. And of course, to realize its outcome, there is a need first to assess the implementation of OPlan, which is the input, to come up with the strategies like promulgation of the different memorandum circulars, additional guidelines and directives from the concerned authorities, trainings for both talk hangers. By the way, this is the term talk hangers for those police officers implementing the OPlan, and also rehabilitation groups in charge of the surrenderies. Careful evaluation of the accountability charts and implementation, which is the output, are also emphasized. So the use of the output of this study, which is the development of holistic rehabilitation program for the surrenderies, and the institutionalization of this Tokang will result to the success of the OPlan Tokang, which is the outcome or the impact of the study. The design and methodology. So the study used the descriptive study or research, and this design was preferred in gathering the significant data from the responses of the respondents, since it sought to provide a systematic description, measurement, and analysis of the data. So the study was conducted in the province of Camarines in the 35 municipalities and one city of the Camarines. So you may wonder why I said one city of the province of Camarines, which actually we have two cities. It's because Naga City was not included in my study because Naga is administratively independent from Kamsur. So that's why I did not include Naga City, but instead only Iriga City, as local of my study. So the respondents were composed of four groups of respondents, such as the Tokhangers, the PADAC officials, the 331 drug surrenderers, and 100 community members from the entire province of the Camarines, resulting to 624 respondents. So before I started the conduct of the data, gathering data, I asked first the permission from the governor of the Camarines Sur and also the provincial director of the PNP and the chief of police of the different cities and municipalities. So because my study is very sensitive, so I have to deal with the drug surrenderies, and I don't know what will be my life after encountering these drug addicts. So I really had to talk to them and negotiate with them so that they assist me. And so I was happy that they are very cooperative and provided me with the security needed just to accomplish my study. Okay, so another, by the way, I also consider the inclusion and exclusion criteria and also the informed consent and privacy impact assessment to ensure the confidentiality and privacy of the respondents. So in gathering the data, I used the self-made questionnaire that was duly validated by the research institute of the university. I also used a statistical treatment, which is the weighted mean for the problem number 1, 2, and 3, while Kruskal-Wallis H test for the problem number 4, which is the testing of the significant difference on the responses of the respondents. The data reveal, okay, that in the first problem, which is the level of implementation of the PNP OPlan Tokhang in the province, okay, along with pre-Tokhang, Tokhang operation, and post-Tokhang operation phase is implemented with a 4.8 general weighted average. So this implies that prior to the Tokhang operation, all necessary preparations, such as coordination with the Provincial Anti-Drug Abuse Council,